Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show Star Trek Discovery, Season 5, the finale. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so, overall, let me do the overall first. Overall, I have enjoyed this series. 5 seasons of great Star Trek. I have watched all of the live action series that have existed, and I consider myself a fairly good average Star Trek fan. So I really enjoyed this, and I hate to see it end. This episode was a little padded, but for a series finale, it was great. I enjoyed it, and they set some stuff up, and all of the actors in this show did an excellent job. This episode, we're finally in the progenitor's tech. Burnham wakes up in this space that has doorways to all these different planets, clearly where the progenitors went and seeded life. And so, of course, the other two Breen are in there along with Maul. And so she finds one Breen head crushed, and then another one she had to try to fight. And once she fighting him, Maul shows up, takes him out. So why she just suddenly traded on the Breen all of a sudden, like they weren't there to help her, I don't know. But I haven't liked this character the entire season, her or Locke. So I was just the back and forth between her and Burnham. Burnham trying to be cool with the girl, and she not wanting to cooperate. Her one-track mindedness that didn't seem to think it through. Like you trying to accomplish a task, what's the best way to accomplish said task? Even once they found the way to the actual tech and try to use it, she knocks Burnham out, try to use it herself, and gets electrocuted. So Burnham had to knock her off the podium to try to save her life yet again. Because when she found her, she was already bleeding out, and she saved her life then. So, yeah, this Maul character was just a waste of my freaking time. And at the end of it all, her and Book made up, so whatever. Anyway, whilst they're inside of the portal thingy from the progenitors, Discovery is out there fighting the Breen. Like, they got a dreadnought and shuttles, warcrafts out there shooting them up. So they like, okay, we're going to take them out real quick. They ignited some plasma, took them out. Then, Saru, who went to go see the other Breen, patriarch leader, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, he played a hard game of a poker face with this lady. And yeah, I'm scared of Saru. I'm scared of Saru. Okay, because he wasn't playing with this lady. And she finally got it like, dude, you crazy. All right, I'll back off. But she sent the drone anyway. So between the drone and the dreadnought that's still there, Saru had to show up and try to help them deal with the situation. And so what does Discovery decide to do? Decide to jump the shuttle, the drone, and the dreadnought to basically the edge of the galaxy, where it will take them decades to get back to their part of space. And they do it, and it was beautiful and awesome to behold. I could not believe it. Meanwhile, inside, well, first off, Book and the Doc is out there in the shuttle trying to get a tractor beam on the portal so they can bring it back to Discovery. That ain't working out so hot because of what Maul did, activating the things. And now it's the portal, the technology is sucking energy out of the two black holes that they have been orbiting all this time, therefore destabilizing them, therefore causing a problem for the entire area of space in which they're in. So they're trying to figure out a way to stop this. Burnham's in there, and basically, like, she's talking to one of the progenitors, but not one that's alive, one in the past, billions of years ago, because that's how this technology works. It connects you through time. So it's like, it's you, and I'm going to train you how to use it. And Burnham like, I don't think we're ready. So at the end of the day, her and Maul end up getting out of there and get back on the shuttle with Book and them. And then they get back to Discovery, in which they transport the whole thing to Discovery. And when she tells them, we just going to put it back. We got enough going on right now. We just going to put that back for right now. And yeah. At first, I was a little upset because I'm like, we went through this whole season trying to get to this stuff. Let's use it. But at the end of the day, I thought about it and I was like, you know what? She did the right thing. The galaxy currently is not ready for such technology. And to kind of find out that the progenitors did not create this technology. They themselves found it, thinking that it was made by people who made them extra billions of years ago. It's like it keeps going back and back and back. So who were the original life forms in the galaxy? No one knows. Crazy. I know. I don't. So I'm like, okay, she did the right thing. So still got Saru and old girl party, the wedding to go to. So then they solved that issue. They had the wedding. Beautiful wedding. Book and Burnham decide that they're going to go ahead and get married after she has talked to Dr. Kovic, the one that sent them on this red mission in the first place. Kind of find out that he is the time traveling dude from the live action Star Trek show Enterprise. All this time, I was like, oh my God. Because, yeah, I watched Enterprise and the Time was something else. Woo! Very confusing, but at the same time, really interesting. To connect them, I was like, wow. And this dude is around. Wow. He had Cisco's baseball. He had Geordi's visor. He had all kind of memorabilia in his office from all of the different eras of Star Trek. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, Book and Burnham decide to get married, and then we have a time skip of about, I would estimate, because they don't tell you, but I would estimate about 30 years, maybe 35, 40 years. Between 30 and 40 years. Her and Book that had a son. Their son's about to become a captain in Starfleet, and Burnham is an admiral, of course. She's about to go off on this mission. At first, they don't tell you what the mission is, but after she goes back to the Starfleet headquarters and gets back on Discovery, has a talk with Nora, who I believe, and I will continue to believe, was technology that they wasted. They introduced this basically living sentient AI, and then they wasted it. They didn't do nothing else with it besides give her a nervous breakdown and emotional trauma. So, yeah, she talked to her. She has some memories, and then they go off, and that's where it goes off. So I'm thinking that after all this time, she finally decided to go back to the technology and get trained in how to use it. And that should be interesting for future Trek in the way, way future, one would hope. So, like I said, overall, this was a good episode. This was a great show. I love these characters, especially Michael Burnham, captain of the Discovery. She is awesome. I love it. And her number two, Saru, I love it. The whole entire crew is awesome. Tilly, all of them, everybody, awesome. The writing on the show was great. And this season in particular, the visuals, the production was beautiful. They did do too many explosions on the bridge for me. You know, I was like, okay, here we go with the explosions. The fire finna come out of some console. Who knows? But other than that, this show is great. If you have not watched Star Trek Discovery and have just enjoyed me talking about it, please watch it. It's a great show, and you will enjoy me talking about it a whole lot more and understand what I'm talking about. Plus, the details and the drama and the connections that they made, beautiful. And I like that her Book had a son, and that he's in Star Trek, and the uniforms look good, and I mean the Starfleet, and the uniforms look good, and everything. I loved it. Beautiful. Again, series finale, Star Trek Discovery. That's all I got to say about it. I will see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.